Cancel.
Schweezy.
Ooh, I like this one. Why is Shrek the Third so bad? I'm doing a Shrek marathon with my 9-year-old. We are about halfway through, and she asked, why is this one different? I think this movie sucks, but I can't really pinpoint why, just that it's different. So, yes, anyone in the Shrek gang knows that Shrek the Third is probably the weakest link out of every Shrek movie that's ever been made. But what's the story there? Why is it built different? Why is it built different from all the other ones? I think it kind of comes down to a lot of story and motivation. So, like in the first one, the first movie, it's all about how, Shrek rescues Princess, obviously Fiona from the tower, but it's all about loving who you are on the inside, and it's not always about on the outside. It's like ogres are a lot like onions. They have layers, like just because someone's green and scary and gross on the outside doesn't mean they're not a bad person on the inside. And that's kind of like the lesson of that. And I just feel like that's a good story, except for the fact that they made fun of Lord Farquaad for being short the whole time, and Farquaad is just kind of a way to say Lord Fuckwad at the same time. So that's a problem in the movie, but we won't go to that. The second one is kind of, Shrek meeting Fiona's parents for the first time, going far, far away, and it was kind of a lot of Fiona's dad, recognizing the same thing. It's like, it doesn't matter what Shrek looks like on the outside, it matters who he is on the inside, and who Fiona is on the inside too. It doesn't matter how she looks, about the curse and stuff like that. The third one is just like, Shrek doesn't want to be king of Far, Far Away, so if he tries to look for King Arthur to be the king, because he doesn't want to deal with the responsibility of that and having kids. And then Prince Charming was a villain in that, and just his motivations were like, I don't like Shrek, I want to kill Shrek, and like bad villain motivations. The fourth one's a little bit better, because it's Shrek Forever After, and like Rumpelstiltskin has a good quality villain and smart, and Shrek has to realize that his life is good. Now his life is great now with his kids and his wife. It was better than when he was alone and angry and lonely. That's it. So yeah, it's just that motivation. Villain motivation is very weak in the third one. I think, the first Shrek movie was just like, let's make a good movie, and had a lot of funny adult references in it. The second one, they also had a good story too, because they built off the first one, and that's the one thing you've got to learn with sequels too. To make a good sequel, you have to build off of what the first one already created, instead of trying to make this whole new thing. That's why those like Disney straight to VHS movies from the 90s, like The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, Mulan 2, like those just sucked, because they tried to make a new story with existing characters instead of building off of the story from the previous movie, which are like all-time classics. So that's kind of what the second Shrek did. The third Shrek didn't do that. It tried to create this whole new story about Shrek not wanting to be king, trying to find someone to be king so he doesn't have to be king, and then him being nervous about having kids. So it was just a lack in quality, and they also didn't do a musical number at the end of it, which annoyed me, because the first two did these really cool musical numbers at the end of it, and then this one just didn't. It dropped the ball, and it wasn't very cash money of it, and yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
So yeah, I guess hopefully that's a good explanation on why Shrek the Third didn't really live up to the expectations, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I have to say on that. Hey, you just finished one of the many, many highlights from Cancel Schweezy. We got plenty more on the channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you like what you just watched, go ahead and smash that like button as well. Go subscribe for more, so we can teach you how to be a better human in our world. So yeah, stay awesome.